As fears about the spread of the coronavirus reach here in the United States, we're finding that more and more conferences are being canceled, companies are limiting travel for their employees, and even members of Congress are finding new ways to communicate back to constituents about how they can be safe. Today, I'm joined by Emily and Bridget from Broadnet, who are going to tell us a little bit more about how associations, members of Congress, and others can best communicate in this crisis time. So thanks for joining us today.
Thanks so much for having us.
So tell me, what essentially is the trend that's going on right now? Coronavirus was basically announced in December, but now we're starting to see real impacts to businesses and to associations. What are you guys seeing?
So we usually work with, associations, members of Congress, to do ongoing events when they can't be, back in their district, if it's a member of Congress, or wherever they need to be to reach out to their members or constituents. And what we're seeing right now is just a huge increase in volume because nobody feels comfortable either traveling or getting hundreds or thousands of people in one room together. And so we're seeing, our normal volume just completely take off because everyone wants to host digital events where they can be safe at home.
So can you tell us a little bit about how members of Congress are doing that? I mean, members of Congress are used to doing teletown halls, but now there's a video component and ways that they can communicate, during this crisis and beyond as well.
Yeah, definitely. So they're used to using our platform to communicate back to constituents on the phone, but one benefit of having the video component included is it does feel a little bit more personal. They feel like they're actually there and they're hearing from the member of Congress. And a lot of members of Congress have been including experts to help answer questions as well. So it's nice to be able to put a name to the face while you're getting the answers to the questions that you have.
And probably provides more calm when you're communicating really important things back to your constituents about a crisis like this.
Absolutely.
So associations are also now, instead of having their big events, I mean, that's a huge investment, that's a ton of planning, are now coming to you to do their events virtually. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so associations, they host events all over the country, but it's hard to get people to travel. It costs a lot of money. And so it's nice, especially being here in DC, there's so many associations here. They can use our technology, have their main speakers here. They can go to the Bigwig studio here and still get that message out and still get a lot of people participating because they're able to do it digitally. So they can ask their questions online. They can, have that interaction, but they don't need to get all of their members in one place. And so we actually have a few associations who have reached out to us just today trying to reschedule their in-person events to do something digitally.
Absolutely. It's a ton of investment and a ton of time, and they still want to be able to provide that member service. And so that's an amazing that even the studio that we're sitting in can be utilized for that type of service.
Absolutely. And they do end up reaching more people than would have been able to go there in person because of regular limitations, family commitments, work, whatever it is. So in spite of the coronavirus being the impetus for all of this, they're still able to reach all of their membership, actually.
So if somebody sees this and they would like to be able to get in touch with you, how best should they do that?
So they can email us at successteam@broadnet.com, and that would be the best way for them to, get in touch with us. And then depending on what they're trying to accomplish, we might partner them with one of our partners here in DC or help them, use our platform, use this beautiful studio, whatever they need.
Well, that's wonderful that Broadnet is bringing this capability to keep people safe during this outbreak. So I thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.